2025 is shaping up to be a landmark year for gaming, with an incredible lineup of titles set to redefine genres, push technical boundaries, and deliver unforgettable experiences. These games promise to captivate players and dominate discussions in the months to come. Today we're counting down the top 50 best games coming in 2025, so hit that like button and get ready to explore the future of gaming in this ultimate list. Some believe that tiny universes inhabited by small creatures surviving in crumbling ruins hold a melancholic beauty that can captivate us completely. Within that realm, Hollow Knight, Silksong places Hornet's nimble movements front and center, weaving through dim corridors brimming with secrets about the insect kingdom. Fans of challenging Metroidvanias can expect a heightened emotional pull, as contemplative design meets refined combat. It's tough to resist the adrenaline rush sparked by vibrant neon and a pulsating soundtrack in a sci-fi world. That kinetic energy peaks in Hyper Light Breaker, a follow-up to Heart Machine's neon-hued universe, bringing together fast-paced action and meditative moments. It aims to extend Hyper Light Drifter's distinct mix of retro-futuristic visuals and intense gameplay loops. Certain settings thrive on unsettling vibes, blending ominous visuals and lurking danger. In that gothic tapestry lies Mandragora, a 2D action RPG mixing Metroidvania aspects with foreboding art and fierce monsters. Through shadowy dungeons and hidden lore, each triumph tests your mettle, while the storytelling hints at deeper emotional struggles lurking beneath the horror. Beauty and gentleness needn't exclude mystery, and in a rumored poetic adventure, these qualities intertwine. That sense of dreamy symbolism surfaces in Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist, rumored to offer introspective exploration and puzzle solving. Though details are scarce, its oniric world could encourage a slower pace, inviting reflection rather than continuous conflict. Any detective story conjures images of dark alleys and well-worn hats, yet a humorous layer arises when the protagonist is a dapper mouse. This offbeat charm defines Mouse PI. For hire meshing war tropes with cartoonish flair. Puzzles, witty banter, and a city of lurking perils create a light-hearted mystery that still evokes classic detective suspense. Divine rivalries and family feuds have pervaded mythology for ages, but few captured it with such flair as Hades. Continuing that fiery momentum is Hades 2, which may delve deeper into underworld intrigues. Fast combat and a gripping narrative likely return, along with more divine personalities, maintaining the die-and-repeat foundation that made the first game so compelling. The feeling of liberation on a skateboard is often described as a dance with gravity, especially when dreamlike settings are involved. That merging of fluid moves and surreal flair embodies Skate's story, where you play a fragile glass demon seeking existential insight. Each trick and tumble can evoke self-reflection, turning the skate session into an almost meditative act. Not everyone craves intense action. Some prefer to wander bustling futuristic streets, forging bonds and stories. That vision becomes immersive in Nivelis, a life simulator in a neon-lit metropolis. Running businesses, meeting eccentric NPCs, and wrestling with corporate oppression all shape a more thoughtful, slower-paced experience wrapped in cyberpunk style. The ocean depths have an eerie pull, dark and silent, concealing life forms both wondrous and terrifying. In those murky labs exists Abyss X-Zero, an action RPG rumored to involve sinister experiments and bioluminescent nightmares. Tension mounts amid cramped corridors and flickering lights, testing a blend of survival instincts and curiosity in a deeply claustrophobic setting. Time manipulation has fascinated storytellers for eons, inspiring paradoxes and strategic twists. This concept surfaces in Enter the Chronosphere, a rumored roguelike where each leap through eras triggers new enemies and altered terrain. Choices affect progress in unexpected ways, reflecting that classic theme. Can we truly master our destinies, or does time bend back? Snowy mountain slopes and spiritual legends evoke quiet wonder, yet danger looms where spirits roam. In this imagined realm, Ghost of Yotai captures a blend of martial skill and haunting mythos around Japan's Mount Yotai. Channeling influences like Ghost of Tsushima, it suggests a delicate balance between tranquil vistas and the perils of a hostile, ghostly world. War zones show us human extremes, revealing bravery and cruelty, but they grow more harrowing if supernatural horrors join the chaos. Through that lens, Hell Is Us explores violence tempered by internal struggles. With frightening beasts and moral quandaries, it invites reflection on how we fight monsters, both external and internal, amid widespread destruction. Conspiracies and shadowy clans weave through Assassin's Creed lore, conjuring historical backdrops marked by hidden intrigues. Taking that further is Assassin's Creed Shadows, possibly anchored in an era less documented by previous games. Traditional stealth and parkour are expected, but with fresh narrative angles that could illuminate lesser-known corners of history. Few games exude adrenaline as fiercely as Doom, with its demonic carnage set to thundering music. Now, if medieval gloom replaces futuristic corridors, Doom, the Dark Ages may plunge us into a gothic onslaught. Trading plasma weapons for archaic means might intensify the bloodshed, underscoring Doom's perpetual clash between unstoppable hero and legions of hell. Loneliness and faint hope enveloped the first Death Stranding, fusing package deliveries with a haunting post-apocalyptic tone. That legacy endures in Death Stranding 2, on the beach, expanding Kojima's vision of unity in a broken world. Supernatural forces and philosophical scenes may again stir debate, embracing a gameplay loop that ties community building to the player's journey. Stylized brawls, heartfelt drama, and oddball humor define Like a Dragon, formerly Yakuza. Unleashing those elements in Hawaii Like a Dragon. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii teases pirates and sunshine, spiced with that signature over-the-top flair. Wild minigames, chaotic fighting, and improbable story arcs remain likely mainstays, wrapped in a luau-tinged gangster saga. Vulnerability and terror fused in Little Nightmares, where childlike protagonists fled outsized threats. More nerve-wracking content surfaces with Little Nightmares 3, doubling the hide-and-seek paranoia. Eerie set pieces and puzzle-driven dread remain key, combining a delicate art style with nightmarish creatures that magnify each moment of tension. China's history holds martial arts, mythic heroes, and vast landscapes, a setting ripe for epic tales. This allure appears in Where Winds Meet, which merges fast-paced combat with a richly cultural open world. Wuxia influences suggest graceful, gravity-defying swordplay, promising battles that look like cinematic dances amid scenic wonders. Hunting massive monsters demands strategy, patience, and camaraderie, whether you're tackling giant dragons or thunderous beasts. That spirit extends to Monster Hunter Wilds, rumored to deliver fresh beasts and exotic terrains. New gear and cooperation are pivotal, so fans can anticipate even grander hunts, forging deeper bonds and epic triumphs against colossal foes. Dynasty Warriors popularized 1 versus 1,000 battles in vast arenas, drawing from the Three Kingdoms era. Returning to these roots, Dynasty Warriors Origins might revive classic Muzu action with modern touches. The result could spark fresh excitement for mowing down legions of enemies, while weaving in updated visuals and a deeper spin on this historical saga. Borderlands built its reputation on frenetic co-op, offbeat humor, and bazillions of guns. That chaos thrives again in Borderlands 4, presumably adding unique planets, bizarre foes, and brand new loot. Emphasizing fast-paced FPS action with comedic flair, it'll likely retain the series' bold color scheme and witty banter while introducing new ways to play. Life on a polluted Earth often suggests desperation, yet a chance to survive above the clouds can spark wonder. This idea centers Forever Skies, where an airship base becomes your aerial refuge. Balancing resource collection, improvements to your dirigible, and venturing into hazardous areas shapes a unique journey beyond the toxic surface far below. Building civilizations turn by turn, from humble origins to futuristic splendor, fascinates strategy enthusiasts. That hallmark reappears in Sid Meier's Civilization 7, anticipated for new societal mechanics and deeper AI. Carefully orchestrating alliances, wars, and cultural wonders remains the core, but advanced systems promise to refresh the historical strategy formula. Stories about the Mafia fascinate us with codes of loyalty and ruthless violence, offering dramatic cinematic arcs. Returning to its old roots might be Mafia, the old country set in an earlier era, possibly in Sicily. Gritty roads, family ties, and a slower pace could highlight the tension between heritage and savage power plays, staying true to the series' flair. Every stumble and step can teach hard lessons, especially when literal movement becomes a challenge. This humorous realism emerges in Baby Steps, in which controlling a clumsy adult means mastering each wobbly footstep. There's an underlying theme of self-discovery, as every silly fall turns into progress, offering a blend of quirky gameplay and light-hearted reflection. Quiet nights have a way of stirring introspection, magnifying each small sound or flicker of light. That intimate experience anchors the Midnight Walk, rumored to revolve around nighttime exploration and contemplative narrative. Players traverse hushed locales that may unveil personal revelations, aided by a gentle soundtrack and a deliberately slower pace. Freedom, massive budgets, and a satirical lens on crime define Rockstar's legacy, so fans hunger for GTA 6. Whispers suggest a return to Vice City-like locales with modern tech that intensifies realism. Expect Hallmark open-world mayhem, complete with cinematic missions, multi-layered characters, and social commentary, helping push the series toward new creative heights. Medieval fantasy enthralls when it weaves political plots with moral quandaries, letting us shape entire kingdoms. Obsidian channels that depth into Avowed, translating Pillars of Eternity's universe to first person. Arcane powers, sword duels, and branching storylines promise a richly detailed world, revealing the studio's signature approach to immersive, choice-driven narratives. Eschewing magic for historical accuracy, Kingdom Come: Deliverance won fans by portraying medieval life's raw grit. A sequel, Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2, may continue that realism in Bohemia or beyond, weaving strife, religion, and survival struggles. Detailed combat, relationship dynamics, and a demanding open world remain cornerstones for those seeking authenticity. Nostalgia reawakens whenever Pokémon breaks new ground yet keeps its adventurous core. After Legends, Arceus hints point to Pokémon Legends A, possibly revisiting more ancient lore. Roaming monsters, stealth catches, and open-world exploration might define this next step, blending real-time elements with beloved Pokémon traditions to delight veterans and newcomers alike. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up as that really helps a lot. If you think any game is missing or if you're planning to play any of these games, don't forget to leave a comment. Top 50 best games coming in 2025. This has been another video from New Quest Play, and I'll be here waiting for you for the next quest.